Hi lovelies, you guys, welcome to the free weekly reading. It's with me, your local resident psychic medium, certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator, your local witchy weirdo, y'all. My name is Sarah Martucci. Okay. I'm a psychic medium, a certified crystal healer, a paranormal investigator. I love doing all the weird woo-woo. I'm very much into Sasquatch. All the cryptids are my best friends. They just don't know it. And I mean, some of my nicknames are the Cussmouth Angel, the Tarot of the Tarantino of Tarot. Hey, Will. And on top of that, the Cussmouth Angel. So you know what the fuck you're getting into, okay, guys? Free weekly reading. If you've never been here before, this is where I pull 3 piles of cards. I read you for filth, okay? Get ready. Hold on to your tutor and cooter, okay? But first, though, we talk on something I lovingly refer to as Astrofuckery. Woo! Let's fucking get into it, because guys, today is the full fucking moon in Aquarius. I think it's at 27 degrees. So look to see where 27 degrees of Aquarius is within your chart. Then you're going to know where this full moon's going to be sitting. Listen, this is a stanky Yankee one. Okay. First of all, Mercury Rx. Mercury retrograde, this is what's happening. I can't even get my words out straight, okay? Send help, Jesus. Also, Mercury RX is Kazemi, which means that it's like lined up with the fucking sun. So we're getting a huge spotlight on the things that we need to rework, redo, rewrite, rethink, restructure. The moon is also square Uranus. To me, that says never sleeping again. Okay. So for a lot of you guys, you've probably been like, your nerves have probably been an all-time high. Maybe sleeping last night was not an option. It just feels as though like our nerves at 100% or our tension's at 100%. So I think this would be a great full moon to the very best of your abilities. And since it's also in an air sign, like Aquarius, I would say, especially with all the information that's probably going to be coming in, especially with Mercury, Kazemi, Mercury RX, like, don't be surprised the information that's coming towards you. Don't be surprised that information, again, is confusing. Maybe it adds another something in here. It's like, oh my God, there's one more thing. But yeah, I don't know. The moon square Uranus just feels like maybe emotionally erratic, especially when it's squaring here, because it's fighting. It's fighting when it's a square, okay? So it's like maybe feeling emotionally erratic. Maybe feeling like I don't know how to tune into my feelings, or something emotional comes in and just takes me by surprise. And usually with that air sign, it's in, you know, it's some kind of information. Either I'm giving out or somebody's giving in. Pay attention to the information that's coming into you right now, okay? Hopefully this should be some clarifying point, I'm hoping. Because remember, Uranus is like this lightning bolt, okay? It's a fucking lightning bolt coming in. And so this information, again, might seem like it's the fuck out of left field. Like, where the fuck did this come from? Maybe it's one more thing I gotta do. It just feels like emotionally right now, things are erratic. It don't feel like I have grounding. It also feels as though just things are fucking crazy right now. All right, so if you guys are feeling that, just know you're not going crazy per se. Okay? The planets are just acting like a-holes right now. On top of that, Venus is fistaduking everybody up in the fucking skies. It's not good. I think Venus is like, I think she's opposing, who is she opposing? Saturn, and I think squaring Mars. So, God, this is not an easy full moon, okay? It's not an easy full moon. This is going to be a lot of confusion. This is going to be a lot of high nerves and tension. This is going to be a lot of nervousness. This is going to be a lot of maybe fighting. Maybe also, too, is Saturn in the mix here, because on top of everything, Jupiter is fucking fighting Saturn, too. So everybody up in the sky, no one's getting along. Also, too, if you're seeing that reflection in your immediate space, nobody's getting along. It's just the fucking vibe right now, okay? So again, I would say with this full moon, and especially today, look for ways that you can ground, and especially if some kind of information or something comes in that emotionally destabilizes you, you feel, okay? Or if this one more thing is just like the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, a huge thing with this too is do your very best to get some fucking sleep. So make sure tonight we're getting some kind of sleep, we're taking good care of ourselves, get a good Epsom salt bath. Do something here to like really take care of yourself, relax your muscles, and help you to breathe deeper. Meditation is 2 thumbs up too. With this full moon being in the sign of air, this would be a fantastic full fucking moon to talk about maybe I would say maybe our manifestations, what we're wanting to manifest. I would not initiate anything at this full moon. I would not initiate anything with Mercury Rx. Now, this is, okay? This is the time to think about stuff. And so maybe by the next new moon here, we'll be able to set some really beautiful new intentions, maybe around more emotional security, maybe around not fighting our nature, around like what we want to do here with Venus and Mars, okay? Maybe feeling like I don't know which approach to take with Venus and Mars fighting here. But Venus opposed Saturn. Like, this is a hard one because, again, this is fighting. Okay, we're on opposite ends of the aisle here and we're trying to find a middle ground. Okay, so with Venus and Saturn here, I would just say this week, around our love and relationships, how can we find that middle ground? You guys are not going to be coming from the same place and space, okay? So again, if you're noticing that with the people closest around you, maybe we're fighting more, maybe there's more bullshit, whatever the fuck's going on. And listen, the thing an Aquarius sign wants to do, especially in a moon sign, is run the fuck away from emotions. Hey, they would like to go in the opposite direction. They're going to fake you out, okay? No thank you. No thank you. They don't want it. So I think that this moon's going to be, whatever emotions are coming up are going to be difficult. We're going to want to run, hide it, not deal with it, not face it. But babe, your power is in that vulnerability. Your power is in with dealing with it. Your power is knowing who the fuck you are and what the fuck you're about. Okay? I would also say too, with all this shit going up, and listen, I'm just focusing today on the full moon. This is just the full moon today, babes. We also got Virgo season, I think, coming up on the 22nd. So we're about to change. Not only is this a huge full moon that's super disruptive, loud, cranky, lots of bullshit, okay, but also this week we're moving into the sign of Virgo. So it's a very, very, very transitory week. Grace, I said it last week, I'll say it again. This week is grace and space. So if it feels like somebody's not handling things well, or somebody's trying to make you like do something and you're not ready for it, like, don't be afraid to stand up for what you need. Don't be afraid to stand up and say what the fuck is important to you. And maybe do this in a way where it's like we're not letting our emotions kind of guide us here. Maybe the positive thing we can take with Aquarius and the detachment is categorization, okay? And so putting it in the right category. Maybe even waiting until things have calmed down here, maybe towards the end of the month, before we have a response, before we make a commitment, before we say, you know, whatever, you know, here that is coming up for us. And listen, this information coming in could be destabilizing, but really fucking good too. So look for the ways in which you can integrate what we've learned so far with all the planets retrograde, with Mercury retrograde, this one being stanky fucking achy. Okay. And then two, what is this full moon telling us about our emotions? And what ways do we run and hide from ourselves? Maybe too with Aquarius here, this can talk about being unique, different, eccentric. Uranus is in the mix, okay? And you're like, but wait a minute. If Uranus is, you know, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, how is it squaring? Well, because Uranus right now is in the sign of Taurus, okay? So there's just, there's a lot going on up in the sky. You probably also feel like you got a million things in front of you right now too. So just like last week, choose what resonates the most, what's most important. And if we have a moment here to clarify on something or deal with our emotions or face them, find a category to put it in, what is meant for right now, what can be dealt with later, okay? Because this is not the moment to make final decisions. Wait until about after September 8th onwards, okay? Because then we'll be past the shadow zone and all that bullshit, all right? Just whatever you do this week, fucking trust yourself. Whatever difficulty comes up, put it in the right category, deal with it the best that you can. And remember, like, you fucking got this, all right? You're not the behest of anyone. You don't have to do anything. Aquarius and Aquarius signs will be the first to fucking tell you that. Yay! Like, no pressure, no promises. Like, just let me breathe right now. So if you can too, take a moment, maybe some time by yourself, or maybe Aquarius rules friendships. Maybe getting with your good friends here that you trust, talking about things, speaking about stuff, especially if it's been emotional and difficult. Make sure that you got good support there, okay? Okay. All right, you guys, that's going to be the major flavor of the week, is like this bullshit going on right now. And I didn't even get into all of it. Just the whole big jammy jam. Go slow and steady. What information comes in or whatever you deliver, if it's not handled well or it's not coming in well, take a beat and think about it and come back to the drawing board, or talk about it when things go direct. Maybe there's more information that we need to get in. With all the planets fighting each other in the sky, the last thing you want to do is fight yourself or the people that you love. So take a break, take a chill pill, or get with the people that you know you can just be yourself, be messy, be loud, say what the fuck is going on with you, and they won't judge you. Okay? God bless all fixed signs, especially Aquariuses right now and Aquarius placements. Bless y'all. Do something for those nerves. You hear me? Get your fucking tension down. All right. Enough for me. Enough from this shit. Let's move into the next. Choose any and all piles that resonate with you. And let me know. Did it fucking resonate for you? Middle fingers for no, caw for fucking yes. I'm good. Let me know I am. All right. Talk to you guys in a sec. Hi, card pal number one. Let's fucking talk about it. Okay. Your first card is the 10 of Crystals, aka the 10 of Swords in this deck. Woo! And we have been getting that card for the past couple weeks. Hoo. Your next one is a Major Arcana card. Talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. My goodness. You guys got the Star. Beautiful. And then finally, you guys got a regular mundane card again. You got the 5 o' Wands. Hooty hoo. All right. So, quickly. 10 of Swords. I literally think that was the last card I pulled in the pool of cards last week. And then, like, a week or two before that, I pulled the 10 of Swords. So, listen, if you keep seeing the 10 of Swords and you're getting the 10 of Swords again today, like, babe, you're at rock bottom. You cannot go on any longer energy-wise, mentally, with what the fuck is going on right now. 10 of Swords is one of the most difficult cards you can get in this fucking deck. Besides, like, the devil. Okay? Shit. 10 of Swords is really hard because we've spent a long journey doing something here with the 10s, okay? We're at the end of a journey here with the 10 as well, too. Thank Jesus. That's the positivity in this card, is that a new day is dawning. This cannot continue. If there was a rock bottom, we found that secret hole underneath, and we've hit bedrock. There is no further down, okay? 10 of Swords is literally the end of the line. Usually this also talks about, too, betrayed, feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, not having the backup and the support that we need, or being betrayed not by one, but by multiple people here, okay? This is an ugly fucking card. And with Swords, this is going to talk about our mental space. Where the fuck are we? And so this is saying with this card, we're stuck in the past around things that have happened to us. This could be as simple as just think about everybody that's ever fucking wronged us. Do you know what I mean? Everything's fucking coming up right now, especially around relationships, possibly. The 10 of Swords too, though, again, like the positive thing here is that like this can't continue. This won't continue. We've learned something here. We've stopped it, or it's stopping, or it has stopped. And again, this new day is dawning. So we do get a new beginning. We get a fresh new start. And it also kind of tells me like the worst is now behind you now, okay? What the fuck did we learn from this? Are we going to repeat these same fucking lessons? I really fucking hope not. Let's hope to Jesus we learned all that we needed to. Okay, we won't need another situation to, you know, drive this home. So make sure, especially again, if you keep seeing the 10 of Swords over and over and over again, baby, you have got to deal with your mental space. You are not doing okay, and you need support and help. Don't at me. Don't come at me. Don't pretend like you're doing fine. No more of this shit. No more. Don't gaslight yourself. Are you fucking kidding me? Sit down and acknowledge the way that you're feeling. The only way through it is through it. I know it's bullshit. I don't make the rules though. Okay. Also, too, last thing with the 10 of Swords here, I do want to reference here the 10th of a month, 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 years. Swords moves second to fastest. So I'm looking weeks to months, okay? But I traditionally read these like the months. I'm looking at the month of October. So again, if we know that things might be difficult in October, or something might be reaching an ugly kind of head here by October, being forewarned is forearmed. Make sure that we have enough support around us. Make sure that we're delegating. Make sure that we're not handling everything all by ourselves. Make sure that we're speaking and we're communicating about what's difficult here so that we can remove this from our system and that we don't carry it with us into the next. You literally don't have room. Okay? Okay. All right. Now, the Major Arcana card. Guys, this is a gorgeous card. The Star is one of the most beautiful. This is a premier card around healing. Now, we might just be starting off on this because the healing here is going to take a while. Just like wishing on a star, like far, far, far away. Do you know what I mean? Like, we got a journey here that we've got to go on. But this is one of my cards of the healing, healed, healer. So there might be some bent here, some call here to do some type of healing work. Whether through helping people, animals, children, the elderly, your fucking self. Okay? Whatever the fuck's going on here healing-wise, you're being called to be a healer in some way, shape, or form. Maybe also, too, there's been a call here for you to learn Reiki, Qigong, energy work in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe just some type of, like, healing massage. Whatever the fuck we're doing here with our hands, there's some type of healing. Even if it's the written word, okay? Side note. Also, too, the Star here is a Make-A-Wish card. It will come fucking true. Are you sure that you're ready to go on this trek that you're asking for? That be aware of what you are asking for. Okay? And are you ready and willing to put in the work to make that thing happen? Don't even bother if you're not going to do it, is what I want to say. Okay? So no more talking bullshit. Just do the fucking thing. Take guided action. Also, too, the Star is traditionally ruled by Aquarius. Okay? So I also think it's funny. We got this full moon and we got the Star. So these Aquarius themes are going to be really fucking heavy. Wouldn't be surprised, too, if you got some Aquarius or Aquarius placements, some prominent ones. Okay? I love the Star, though. She's one of my favorites. She also talks about, like, you becoming a star in one day, shape, or form. But my most favorite interpretation is the healing aspect here, that we're on a mission to be healed and to maybe heal others going forward. And on top of that, one day we might be on a stage helping and healing others, guiding the way. Make a wish. What the fuck do you want? Okay? Okay. Also, the Star stands for the number 17. So look for these themes to come up around the 17th of a month. Or maybe reference back to the 17th of August, okay? Almost said September, holy Jesus. Also, 17, 1 plus 7 equals 8. I'm looking at this month. So, yeah, what happened August 17th? What happened August 17th, okay? Did we start a healing journey then? Did something come through where we got to heal from it? What the fuck is going on? Side note. Did we decide we were going to be a healer at that point? Who knows? All right, we're getting there. And then finally, guys, we got the 5 of Wands. So whatever wand shows up, this is fire energy. This is going to fuck shit up. Okay. I feel like fire is very spirit-led, spirit-fed. Okay. These guys are pretty wild. They're really great at initiating stuff, starting stuff, getting the initial excitement, getting everybody fucking into it. They have a hard time seeing things through, unfortunately. But with fire energy here, this is our passion, our power, our sexuality. Well, maybe not necessarily our sexuality, but maybe our sex drive would be a better, way to say that. I think Mars here too just kind of says, like, what is our style of action that we take? So knowing your Mars sign is going to help you understand what best way to take action in this world. Straight up. Mine's in Taurus. So it's sitting back and welcoming in the things that I want, which is my favorite, but I'm an Aries. So what do? You're right. I go and I chase it like an idiot. We're working on it. We're working on it. Yay! 5 of Wands is a difficult card too. I found like whenever the 5s show up here, this is difficulty, fighting, fucking around, bullshit and fuckery. All right? 5 of Wands is interesting though. I like this out of all the difficult cards. I like this one the most because I get to tell you that you're right about something. So whoever you've been fighting somebody, even if it's just yourself, you are in fact fucking correct. And it will be shown to be fucking true. All you got to do is hold the fuck on. Okay? I think the 5 of Wands too can be hard to, it just feels like there might be fighting at home, there might be fighting at work. It just feels like there's a lot of fighting going on and somebody's not listening to what the fuck I have to say, and I might actually have the answer. All right, there's that. Also too, with the number 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years, Wands moves the fastest, so I'm looking days to weeks, but I want to reference back to the month of May and or look around the 5th of a month here. Okay, so with that being said, are we looking for a yes or no this week? I feel like that's kind of a mixed bag. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually want to say yes if you're ready to stop fighting yourself about the healing that you deserve. Or maybe the therapy that you deserve. Or whatever healing modality that we're getting into. If you stop fighting yourself about it, then that's a yes. If you still want to continue with the fighting and fuckery, if you still want to just be stuck in terrible paradigms and relationships, and if you want everybody fist fighting you for every fucking word that comes out of your mouth, then no, babe, this is not good. Hey, that's a hard no. All right? If we're looking around love and relationships, oof. This is interesting. For some of you guys, I feel like somebody might be trying to come in here to heal. Maybe somebody's ready to make peace. Maybe somebody here is ready to heal. But it's like, man, whatever the fuck happened here, like they betrayed you. Not only did they betray you, but like multiple other people were involved in hurting you. And then with the Five of Wands, whatever you guys were fighting about, you're correct. But this person wants to come in and heal. And they might be showing up as like peaceful, balanced, but I don't believe them. I need some of you guys to be very careful about people from the past coming back around. Especially if there's a separation or difficulty here. I don't care if this is fucking family, okay? If somebody here, if welcoming them back disrespects you more, you forgive them all day long, babe. Forgive them all day long. But you do not have to forget, and you most certainly do not have to let them back in. Do you hear me? Okay? So if somebody's trying to say that, let's just, you know what I mean? Like, what? It's just water under the bridge. Well, maybe for you. So unless this person is willing to say, hey, I'm sorry for betraying you with those other people, and hey, what you said was right, then how can you really heal? Okay? Side note. For some of you guys around love and relationships, I think some of you guys maybe just did have a fight, and maybe there was some ugly shit that went down. Maybe we got pushed out of the family, pushed out of a relationship. We're done here. Something, we let it go. I promise you that a new day's coming, and you're like, show up for your healing. Sit down and do the work that you need to do. And especially if you're picking out something for somebody else, like somebody else is doing something fucked up. Listen, I'm not saying, obviously you're right here with the Five of Wands, okay? But make sure that you're also looking at yourself and making sure that, like, is this person also mirroring me too? Is there something going on here that maybe I also need to sit down and make sure that I'm not doing that same fucking thing, okay? So if you're telling somebody else to go to therapy, make sure that you're doing the same fucking thing yourself, okay? Okay. Okay. Or getting help, make sure you're doing the same fucking thing yourself. Thanks, babe. What else around love and relationships? This just feels like somebody here is going to want to heal, or maybe they've gotten to a better space and they're feeling better about it. But if they were the one that perpetrated the bullshit, that's very easy for them. That's very easy. Okay. So I don't know. That just makes me feel really sus, and I don't feel comfortable about that. And I don't really fucking think that you do either. Even though I think that you would like the fighting to be over, you're just done fighting. You can't put any more energy into this. So either, I think for some of you guys around love and relationships, maybe this is the jam this week. Either you show up healed and or healing, or you fucking miss me by a million fucking miles. Do not come around here pretending. Do not say that you're ready to be friends and we should just let stuff go when you were the one that was abusive and a piece of shit. And don't you dare do that to another person. Do you fucking hear me? Okay? And then demand that they're that they're friends, or demand that this... No. Okay? So just be careful the people that you're around this week. Be careful the way that you're acting with others too. And what the fuck you're asking for. So make sure that we're totally cognizant. We're looking at the situation clearly and we're being honest with ourselves. We'll go a long fucking way. Okay? Anything else around love and relationships? If we were dealing with the relationship with ourselves, baby, you have... Please stop fighting yourself around getting the healing that you deserve and that you so desperately fucking need. Please stop fighting yourself. When I tell you guys to get to therapy, I'm not saying that you're crazy. I'm not saying that you're fucked up. What I'm saying is that you've gone through maybe a difficult period, a difficult situation, a difficult fucking life, and you deserve the help and support that you give to everybody else around you. And if you think that you're exempt from that, we got a problem. We got a problem, okay? So make sure that you are getting that therapy, you're getting that support, you're talking about the things that are important, because how else? Quit fighting yourself going on this healing journey. You have no energy left. You're fighting with yourself and others. Are you happy right now? Because that bullshit, whatever's gone on in the background, is also, it's the way that we're acting with people. This isn't good. Okay? So I'm not trying to yell at you guys. I'm just trying to make you cognizant. Be careful this week and get your fucking therapy. Also, I would never fucking tell you guys to do something that I wouldn't fucking do myself. If you don't think I'm not in therapy, come on. If you guys have been watching me for a while, be like, that girl needs therapy. You're fucking right. The trauma that occurred to me was heinous in my childhood. And so I I didn't get away fully and probably until like my mid-20s, okay? So I've got 25 years of trauma that I've got to sort through and deal with, and it's taken a while. But here's the thing is I want to say to some of you guys, maybe some of you guys need to hear this, like when it feels like everybody else around you isn't choosing you, it's your sacred duty to trust your fucking self. Years ago, I asked my parents to go to therapy with me, and I got laughed at. They refused. They sort of laughed at me. And like all I was asking was for them to go to therapy with me and to heal. And I'm glad in that moment that I didn't take that to a negative place per se, that I didn't take it out on myself. I'm glad in that moment that I chose myself and I got myself to therapy. And even if they didn't want to do that healing journey with me, I was going to fucking take it with myself. Okay? So if you resonate with that too, please get in somewhere, see somebody, help yourself, support yourself. You deserve the healing that's coming for you. That's literally begging at your fucking door. Let the healing in, babe. Shit. All right? Woo! Now, if we were looking around work and career, man, y'all, I just feel like some of you guys here are daydreaming about doing something completely different during the day. And like this day job is just taking everything from you. This is not fucking worth it. Do you hear me? What is that thing? What is that guiding light? You need to listen to that because it's trying to guide you the fuck up out of this place. But then you keep returning. What are you doing? Oh, money? Okay. All right. Fair. Totally. Tell me to go fuck myself. Okay. But listen this week. If you have an opportunity to pursue a dream and to go after something that you've wanted for a very long time, or what is that thing that you're daydreaming about while you're doing this bullshit work around you? Fucking pursue that to the best of your fucking ability. No more holding back, no more fighting yourself. It's time to do this thing. This situation, work-wise, cannot fucking continue. You can go be happy here. You don't want to you don't want to yeet yourself off the top of the fucking building. Do you know what I mean? Like, if that's what you're envisioning during the day, step back for a second. We're looking at hopes and dreams. You're like, but Sarah, don't fight with me. Like, hopes and dreams. All I'm saying is that you're right here about something that keeps popping up for you work-wise. And you need to see that this place ain't it. All they're going to do is keep using you up. Are you okay with that? And if you are, then continue to stay there. If you're not, it's time to take action. Maybe we need some type of healing also too so that we can get out of this. I think this would not just be happening within work and career. This would be happening in other places in our life too, where we just keep getting betrayed. So again, there's some type of healing or therapy, some kind of healing work we got to do here. Show up for ourselves to heal past this dynamic. We no longer are going to put up with jobs that do nothing but fight us every step of the way and drain us of every last bit of energy that we have and betray us at the end. Like, the fuck? And maybe for some of you guys who just went through that. So again, guess what I'm going to say? You're right. Get to therapy. Some of you guys may even have some PTSD from a work situation that we got to work through and face and deal with. This is not good. This is not good. So maybe it's time to start thinking about what would be a job or an opportunity, a work thing here that I could do that would help me. Maybe there's something, listen, for some of you guys, you might be literally called. Okay, this is interesting. If we're calling on work this week and stuff we want to get into, for some of you guys, you might become a healer or a doctor in some way, shape, or form. Maybe naturally, maybe again, this would be through like a degree. Some of you guys might actually be helping people to pass over and die. So maybe a death doula here. Okay. Thank you for the work that you do. This is so fucking important. All right. For some of you guys here, we're going into psychiatric care or psychiatric work. We would do our best here. And to me, this feels as though like it would be rehabilitation, bringing somebody back from the brink. Maybe some of you guys would think about doing like 12-step program, addiction stuff, helping people get through their addictions, just helping people to heal because you've been the fuck through it. There's something here that you can lend to the process and help other people. Well done, y'all. This is gorgeous. Some of you guys might even be well recognized for the work that you're going to be doing. Well done. Yeah, word of mouth is going to spread through the community. This is gorgeous. Okay. Okay. Now, if we were looking around health and healing, y'all. All right, so for some of you guys, there might be a smoking situation. Our lungs are smoking. With fire here, it just kind of makes me feel that way. There's some kind of healing opportunity, but it's like this is the last chance. This is the last time. Like, this is your last opportunity to quit and try to be sober, try to quit smoking, whatever the fuck we're trying to quit. For some of you guys, this is it. This is the last ditch A new day has to dawn. It cannot continue this way. Do you really want COPD? I promise you that you fucking don't. I promise you that you fucking don't. You really want to walk around with an oxygen tank at 52? I really don't think you do. Okay? Okay. For some of you guys healing, some of you guys need to just take a fucking Epsom salt bath and get some magnesium in your fucking system. Jesus. Your muscles are just not doing well, especially if you guys have restless leg syndrome, your feet are hurting, things of that nature. Make sure you get magnesium oil and do it transdermally on your skin. You'll be able to absorb better that way, okay? Also, too, I feel like some of you guys might be having some surgery on the front of you. This might be major reconstructive surgery that you've been fighting with yourself back and forth about. I actually think that this is going to come through. We might get good word in August, and maybe by October here, we're going under the knife. This is going to give you a brand new life. Stop fighting yourself and get with a good surgeon, okay? Congratulations. This is huge. I can't wait till I lose all my weight. I'm going to get reconstruction surgery on like the front half of me. And one day I'll go into the reasons around my weight and all that stuff that went on. Like, it's a really bad, tragic story around my weight and food and some of the trauma that happened there. Maybe one day I'll write about it. I don't know. We'll see. But just know that for some of you guys where that resonates, I hear you. You deserve the body that you see in your brain. You hear me? So do the work, take care of yourself. And when you get to that good weight, get with a good surgeon. And I feel like the whole front of you, I mean, look at them. The whole front of you is getting reconstructed. Okay? This is going to be great. Insurance might even pay for some of this shit. Just look into it, and this is going to be a hell of a healing journey. This is not going to be quick or easy, but this is going to be worth it. And so are you. Last thing I want to say here is that some of you guys might just be having spinal problems, joint problems, heart problems, chest problems. It's all over the body. From the neck down. From the neck down, it sucks ass. Okay? So again, please just here, take good care of your health. Find a good support team, people that see you, can help you. Stop fucking fighting yourself and just do the goddamn thing. Okay? Guys, if we were looking for a message from our loved ones in spirit, I think... I had a couple people show up. All right. I think here there is somebody within prominence within the family. Maybe this person was seen as a golden child, or they were somebody special, or everybody referenced. Maybe there's a matriarch or patriarch. Somebody very important in the family. I think they're trying to tell you that you should no longer... You're either fighting family or fighting somebody else here, and they're telling you to stop the fight. Something's already dead and gone. Let it go. Let it go. And I'm wondering if some of you guys are getting weird bird activity around that too, and or probably seeing stars and star symbology. Just please know when the stars show up, it's telling you that you are in fact a star, number one. It's also a sign of good luck that things are changing here. It's also a sign of protection, okay? So just know that you're protected in this situation, and that we need to stop fighting it, or stop fighting someone, stop fighting ourselves, and let something or someone go. But I do feel like this person of prominence within the family would have given good advice too, okay? Look for those weird bird activity as well too, because I think they're telling you to take a leap of faith with something important to you, all right? Guys, for anything else this week, just no more fighting yourself. Get the help and the support that you need. Go on the healing journey that's been calling to you for a little too long. Say yes to it. Say yes to it, please. You deserve it. And if some dumb bubblegum wants to come the fuck back around, you better think twice. Is letting this person back in gonna hurt us or harm us more? Welcoming them back in after everything that they just fucking showed you. Love yourself more than your fear of being alone. You hear me? Okay. You deserve more and better is coming for you, but you better leave that space open. We're not feeling it with fucking skid marks. Okay. No thanks. All right, let me know how the fuck that was for you guys. Hopefully it resonated. Yay, you got this. Holy shit, card pile number 2. Let's talk about it. You guys got 2 major arcana cards and a mundane one. So this card pile this week is really fucking serious. You hear me? We're at a crossroads. We got to make good decisions, all right? We do have new beginnings here. This is gorgeous, but something's got to come to an end. Let's talk about it. First card, major arcana card. Talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. You guys got the death card. Hold on. It's not as bad as it sounds. Okay. Second card you got is a mundane card, but a really fucking good one. You guys get the Ace of Wands. Fucking right. And then finally, guys, your last major arcana card you got is Justice. right off the bat, I want to tell y'all some kind of legal something is coming to an end here. Maybe around the 1st, or look around the 1st. It's the first thing I want to fucking say. And that feels really fucking good to me, okay? That's the first message that's popping out. So if anybody's dealing with anything legal or justice system, just know things are going to be moving in your favor. Like something's going to be ending here ASAP. We're going to get a fresh new beginning, and it's going to be a gorgeous one, okay? Oh, thank you, goodness. All right, with that being said, justice. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I want to start with death first. Okay, so death. She's kind of hard because, I mean, the death card is not an easy one because there is grief as a part of this. But listen, I get this card a lot whenever I'm doing, like, maybe somebody about to, you know, get married. Or somebody's about to move into a huge transitional time in their life. You know what I mean? And so people are like, oh my God, are they going to die? Like, no, they're not going to die. This is just talking about a huge transitional time. And so the old life has to die. We've got to let go of something here. And there's grief a part of it. Okay? So there's something coming to an end here. But I promise you the rebirth is going to be litty fucking titty. Hey, I love that about death. I want to say too here with death, like, it's a beautiful card in that it's asking us to just like go with the flow of what's dying and just let it fucking go. I think for a lot of us that's really hard because we want to hold on to stuff out of power and control. We would hope to have control over a situation, or it makes us feel more in control. Or sometimes too we just would like it to go into, you know, a certain way. And so like I think for a lot of us, whenever the death card comes up, it says, let go of your death grip, boo-boo, okay? Let it fucking, sprinkle it to the fucking wind. There's nothing else you can do about this. Some things just need to go. Some things just need to be, like, reborn. Some things just need to be recycled, okay? So we just got to let something go here, all right? This could be as easy as getting rid of old clothes out of your closet, and some of you guys really hard, or as difficult as letting a person go that we don't want to, but we know has got to go. Okay, but death here, even though it's not easy, this is a beautiful transformation. And again, this is a card of like letting go and allowing the transformation to happen. That's literally the hardest part. Okay. Also, death here stands for the number 13. So look for these themes to come up around the 13th. Also, 1 + 3 = 4. I'm going to reference back to the month of April. And so what the fuck happened there? Did you have a weird letting go moment? Maybe this is the moment where we're about to start getting that resurrection, that transformation, that rebirth. It might be coming through finally that we're seeing here. There's something beautiful at play, okay? So hold on. I do love the death card though, because again, she always reminds us nothing is permanent. Nothing. But that doesn't mean it goes away forever. It just turns into something else. And so what is this new phase asking you to turn into? Asking you to evolve into. Beautiful. All right. Then, Ace of Wands. I fucking love this card. Any of the aces, these are a yes, okay? This is a fucking yes. And with fire here, this is around the energy, the action we want to take, a new beginning, new initiatives, new passion, new power. Also, if we were talking about love and relationship, kind of phallic looking. Somebody's got physical feelings. Are you excited to see me? Or is that a Slim Jim? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, there's that Ace of Wands. So I love this card. It's a great card. And it just gets you excited. It gets you feeling like life again. It reminds me of like the first day of spring. Do you know what I mean? Where everybody's like, thank God the sunlight's coming back again. So what a beautiful card to get after a period of mourning, of loss, of moving on to the next, of letting something go. We do get a new beginning here. Baby, this is rebirth in the most beautiful way possible. Also, too, with the aces here, they stand for the number 1. So look for these themes to come up around the 1st of a month. January would be another month I would reference too. 1 week, 1 day, 1 year. Wands moves the fastest. I'm looking to 1 day to 1 week. Okay. So something's coming in fast and hot here. All right. Especially if there was a callback to April and we've been going through a death since then, if you will. Okay. Look, sometimes too, the death card can even talk about the actual passing of someone that we love and we care about and how their passing has changed us intrinsically. We are not the same. Okay. But maybe, just maybe, in the best way possible. And then finally, guys, got your final major arcana card with justice here. This always talks about the legal system, truth, fairness, balance, being honest, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, making sure that we're being punctual about stuff. We're being thorough about stuff, especially with Mercury retrograde. This is really fucking important. Justice here also traditionally stands for the sign of Libra, so having some kind of compromise might also be called upon here as well, or just trying to be graceful about the things that we're talking about and keep the peace, but not for peace sake, Okay? We're going to keep the peace, but not just for peace's sake. Keeping the peace because, you know, farting in your face is... I might get arrested. Hey, orange isn't my color. Hey, so I'll stay out of jail. Literally the only thing keeping me out. Alright, if I think I could wear orange. Woo! Anyways, so with Justice being in here, she reminds me of Judge Judy. She doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. What the fuck is right and what the fuck is wrong? And are we taking action on that? And so this is a huge card of karma as well. And so just making sure you're acting right. If you're acting right, hopefully things are coming back around and showing you and supporting you, thanking you for doing the right fucking thing. Okay? If not, just know shit's coming back around. What goes around comes around. Also, too, with the doves here, this is going to talk about peace. And so that when this situation is over, and especially with that death card, like peace returns or peace is here. Maybe we've never actually experienced peace. For some of you guys that are used to chaos, it might be fucking boring. Okay? But at least the judicial system will be out of our fucking hair. Also, too, this can even just talk about the truth finding its way to you. Finally, karma comes back around. Maybe you were found to be correct. Or karma comes back around and somebody gets what the fuck they did to you. And all you gotta do is sit there and watch it. It's kind of nice. You didn't have to do anything. You just let karma do her fucking thing. Well done, y'all. Honestly, I think that's the way to do it. Why waste your time? Why waste your energy? Why? This person already showed you, or the situation already showed you, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. No amount of magic, no amount of yelling at the universe, no amount of doing anything is going to change their mind or make this thing better. The best thing you can do is remove every last iota of your fucking energy. Okay? And if you're not being there isn't enough, then you have your final answer. Okay? Okay. Just saying with the Justice card here too, especially if we're having to deal with the legal system, just know again, I feel like it's going to go in your favor. Just make sure we're keeping all the fucking receipts. Justice also stands for the number 11, so watch these themes come up around the month of November or the 11th of a month. Also, 1 + 1 = 2. We could also be referencing between November and February, so hold on tight, all right? But I love Justice here. She's incredibly intelligent. She's powerful. She's fair and balanced. Don't fuck with her. Okay? Now, if we're looking for a yes or no this week, I actually think this is a yes, especially if you're ready to start over again, if you're ready for a new beginning, if we've been through a period of mourning or reflection or letting go, and like you're ready to do yourself justice now and find some fucking peace, fucking right, babe. Go for it. Booty scooty even, okay? And don't be surprised if you got some new energy showing up, trying to show you things. Especially for some of you guys going through a divorce. Love ain't dead. Do you fucking hear me? Love ain't dead. I would actually like to propose to some of you, maybe we've never experienced it. And maybe, just maybe, true love is on the way. Okay? With that being said. Woo! If you're looking around love and relationships, there's that for some of you guys. I would say another interpretation here would be just like, yeah, it just feels as though, especially if we're going through a divorce or we're having to deal with something legally with another person, maybe a family member, or somebody that we cared about, we thought was supposed to support us and be there for us, like something's coming to an end here. Either somebody's going to pass, maybe actually die, and maybe the justice comes in through that, or maybe here like the end of the legal situation. So if you guys are already currently in a legal situation, it should be coming to an end here. If I was looking for an end date, I would actually say, especially if it started back in April, I would look between November and January, February, okay? But I feel like January has us a new beginning. So I kind of feel like November kind of brings this finalization, okay? And then maybe by February, we finally got peace after the new beginnings in January, okay? Which I think for some of you guys, I feel like some of you guys just cried, like relief of tears is what I'm hearing. So fucking right, you guys. I'm just saying, hold on tight. This has been going on for way too long. We might have been dealing with somebody that was like a fucking piece of shit. Okay? You get to have peace. Anything else around love and relationships? Interesting. Some of you guys this week, and we might save some of that for messages from our loved ones in spirit, okay? Because I got a couple loved ones showing up here. But there might be justice for a loved one that passed away. Somebody may have taken back up their case or reopened it, or we're looking at new information might be coming in. I just feel like peace is coming around a situation we didn't get justice for somebody. Do you fucking hear me? This is actually beautiful shit, okay? Same thing with the time frame. I'm looking between November and January, February at the latest, okay? Oh my God. Especially if something happened back here in April, or there was some kind of difficulty here, maybe around the 13th or April, okay? Anything else for love and relationships? It just feels like for some of you guys might actually be moving into a new phase with your partner or your person. Maybe for some of you guys, we just had an important clarifying conversation where we had to kind of compromise and understand, like, something can't continue around this anymore. And whatever this was, whatever we talked about and cleared out and let go and moved through is like really reigniting new passion, new power within this relationship. This is actually really beautiful. Well done, you guys. Maybe for some of you guys too, I think that this would be a really good call around, relationships. Get into a good, like, couples therapist. This is going to help you guys work through some difficult things here and really get a new beginning in this relationship. Maybe so we can avoid divorce, so we can avoid going to court, okay? Or if we have to go to court, I would say try the mediator first. If we can get through the mediator, awesome. If you can't, then take their ass to fucking court, okay? If you can afford to do that, if you can do that, if it's an option, okay? Maybe I should say that for health and healing. Listen, this one's a little sensitive. For some of you guys that have been traumatized or abused in your childhood, if something heinous went down here, I'm wondering if some of you guys decided to take someone to court, bring something legal, or this might be talking about somebody either passing away and we finally feel free, or somebody here, like some kind of justice, karma comes back around. Okay. And it kind of gives you a new lease on life. You're able to finally let something go here. Maybe for some of you guys, you wanted to die because of what happened here. I'm really sorry. I really fucking am. I'm just saying, in November, don't be surprised if we hear something, November, January, February, if we hear something here around either somebody passing away that did us wrong, some kind of justice coming for them, maybe they go to jail, maybe for the same thing that they did to us, but maybe to someone else. Or again, this can just talk about like justice finally being served so that I can be free and move onwards. Okay? Find your peace in whatever way that you need to for you. You hear me? Okay. Peace is not only possible, it's your fucking birthright. All right? All right. If we were looking around work and career. Ugh. I feel like there's a new job trying to come towards you right now, but you got to cut yourself free from an old one. Maybe you're there because you're just trying to keep the peace, or if you feel like you leave, the whole place is going to fall apart. Let it fucking fall apart. They'll find somebody else to abuse. Okay? Wow. Maybe some of you guys this week are thinking about going into like wrongful death suits. Maybe some of you guys are thinking about being lawyers, judges, going into the legal system in some way, shape, or form. Maybe supporting those that have wrongfully died. Okay? Maybe somebody in your family died wrongfully and it's spurring you to go into some kind of work that supports that type of thing. Man, you're going to be a powerhouse. This is incredible. And also, too, I think for some of you guys this week around work and career, might go legal to do policy and policy work, maybe to protect people's rights to die or to die peacefully. Thank you. Thank you. You're choosing that. Anything else around work? I just feel like a new opportunity is coming in, but we got to let this old one die, and it probably will around November. So maybe here a new job opportunity that's better placed. That's going to give us a position of power. It's going to be more fair and balanced and peaceful. Thank you, Jesus. Should be coming here in January, okay? I really feel like this is going to be gorgeous. Please hold on tight. This is really good. Working career-wise. But again, we got to let something go. Maybe an old way of doing things, an old idea of justice, okay? Also, hold on. I don't know if this is weird, and I don't know why I'm picking this up, but if some of you guys wanted to be like a funeral director, or if you wanted to do makeup for people that have died, I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I feel like maybe one or two of you guys, I feel like that's very unique, okay? Somebody here is looking into doing makeup or like end of life care, like for the physical body in some way, shape, or form. Okay. 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 Maybe, okay, last thing too. Maybe some of you guys want to give last rites. Okay, there might be a last rites thing that we're doing for people here too. Beautiful. Okay. If we're looking around health and healing, this just makes me feel like this week, there's another call here to the lungs. Y'all, we keep getting this message of the lungs. Maybe I need to go get my lungs checked. Because last time that was happening, I was the skin, and it turned out it was one of the people was me. So maybe I should go get my lungs checked. I used to be a 2-pack a day smoker. You heard me right. And I went from age 15 to like 22. Ugh. So let's go check, make sure my lungs are okay. Let's do that. Because we don't want to die from this. Fuck that, right? And so maybe here, some of you guys are ready to quit something. It's finally time. Maybe we're ready. We got the energy for it. Maybe we find a better alternative to smoking here so we can let this thing go. I do feel like health-wise, though, we're going to be getting some kind of message of peace. Maybe we thought we were going to die, but no, baby, you're going to be just fine. Do you fucking hear me? Okay? No death things this week. Literally. This is like coming back from it. Okay? Especially with the Ace of Wands. Goddamn. Okay, okay, okay. Interesting. Health and healing. Maybe somebody here passed away and they donated some of their organs? And it's giving other people life. Maybe also, too, that was inspiring to us in some way, shape, or form. Maybe we want to help people, like, legally get a hold of organs or something. Okay. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Maybe that should have been work and career, too. I just feel like in health and healing here, if you don't want to die, it's time to take action. You need to be clear and see this for what the fuck it is. You're hurting yourself. So whatever this issue is, how do we take good care of ourselves? And I feel like the highlight's going to be on the lungs. I'm looking at the breasts. I'm looking at the eyes, the ears. Man, just the head in general. Okay. Okay. If we were looking for messages from spirit, I just feel like, because again, I had a couple people show up, they're still here. There's something here about justice, okay, for somebody that passed. And so I'm wondering here if we find some kind of justice this week starts coming up, or maybe by November, between November and January, February, okay? Maybe again, something happened back here in April, but I feel like there's going to be some justice here for somebody that passed away that we loved, that there's question marks around the justice theme. I feel like they're also sending you weird bird activity, so please pay attention, especially if they're the doves. They're literally trying to bring you peace. Okay, they're asking you to be chill, take a leap of faith, and just be peaceful about it. Okay, especially if your regular MO is to be anxious and up high and too much about it. Take a leap of faith, be chill. Okay, I think they're telling you some kind of justice is going to come back around. Maybe even too, they had to donate some of their organs here. Something might be going to court here for somebody here that passed again, and again finding justice, getting that. It's coming through. It's a yes. Okay. We're going to figure out what the fuck happened here. Also, too, from our loved ones in spirit, I think that a lot of them are just trying to... I think for some of you guys, your loved ones that have died has given you some kind of new lease on life. And I think that they not only want to bring you peace, but they want to remind you that, like, you get to live. Just because I'm not there doesn't mean you can't live. Don't feel guilty or don't have survivor's remorse. Okay? And then also, too, if you need something to live for, then live in the memory of me, or live for our relationship. Okay. I just feel like they're saying to you, big transformation is coming. And especially if your loved one, maybe towards the end here, was bedbound, bedridden, incontinence, like maybe some question marks around dignity. Okay. I think they're just saying to you that, like, they're free and they're transformed, especially if you've been seeing any butterfly and butterfly symbology. And I know it's the fucking summertime, hang with me, okay? But butterflies are doing weird shit, all right? They're telling you that they are, in fact, transformed. And big old transformations are coming for you. And baby, this is going to be good. This is a reignition of your life. So hold on tight and do yourself justice. Tell yourself the truth. Be fair and balanced with yourself. And take guided action here. They love you, okay? Guys, for anything else this week, lean into the transformation. Let it take you over. I almost want to tell you, it's the right thing to do, or it's very peaceful if you just give it a chance. Oh, yay. So lean into the transformation. Tell yourself the truth. See things clearly. Don't be afraid to start again or start new, especially whenever we get this resurrection, whenever we get this transformation, when we finally feel like we're getting our sea legs about us again. Okay? I believe in you guys. Just know everything's going to be okay. All right? And whatever issues here around death and somebody dying, injustice, feels like it comes to a head this week, or November, January, February, and we get our answers then. So just hold on tight. The answers are coming. Justice is coming. Fucking right. Whew. I'm not sweating. I'm glistening. So my Aunt Leslie used to, or, I mean, she still does say it. Like, she used to be like, no, darling, you're not sweating. You're glistening. Like, thank you. So I'm not sweating. I'm glistening. It's fucking hot. All right, you guys, card pile number 3. Let's get into it. You guys got the only court card this week. Interesting. You guys got the King of Coins, aka stars in this deck. The 5 of Swords. Sorry about that shit. And then finally, you guys got the Hierophant, a major arcana card, talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. I actually think all of us got a major arcana card this week and all 3 pile cards. So it's a big old fatty week. Or maybe not the first one, but the second and the third. All right. With that being said, man, King of Coins. It's going to be people-y this week, okay? We might be dealing with an important male figure here with the king. It doesn't have to be. It could be male or female, but traditionally the king is a male. With the King of Coins here, this guy's stability at its best. He's probably one of the more trustworthy kings. He could be a little miserly and pinch pennies and shit, but if you're not into going out to the clubs and doing things at 3 a.m. or past 9 p.m., this is your fucking king. Hey, he wants that trophy wife. He wants to treat you like that fucking trophy wife. So you can stay home, do whatever the fuck you want. He doesn't mind making money. He wants to bring it in. But just please know, if he's going to have power and control issues, it's going to be over those finances. Okay? So it might be difficult here trying to figure out finances with this guy, talk about money with this guy, or safety and security issues sometimes. But I think for the most part, he's very embodied. I love him being a king because it shows he's our age or older, okay? And that he's really come to a point here where he's grown. Maybe not only just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. Please, Jesus. All right? But again, this is stability. This is comfort. This can be, he can be a little stubborn. Also, too, with him being a earth sign, he might be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We might have that in our top 3 placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, or innermost planets, Mercury, Mars, Venus, or heavy earth placements within the chart. Again, this guy just wants to take care of you. He wants to love on you. He wants to have a family with you. He wants stability with you. He wants to grow old with you. He wants to build something with you. He wants to fart in bed with you. Hey, if you're ready for that stage in your life, guess what, babe? Here they are. Sometimes, too, this can even talk about maybe an important father figure, an important male here that's showing up to help us, or to hinder. But I feel like so far, with some of these cards, it can kind of go either way. But mostly with the King of Coins. I like him. He's slow but steady growth. He's safety and stability. And he'll give you what you need if those are things and those themes are important to you. Okay? Now, this is more the energy we got to take on this week. With the King of Coins, it's asking you to be practical, methodical, maybe even a little stubborn. All right? Maybe watch your purse this week, all right? No just buying crazy shit. Really think about what the fuck you're doing. Budgeting here. Taking good care of yourself. Planning for the future. Okay? Are you setting yourself up to be a fucking trophy wife for yourself? Okay? Okay. Now, with the 5 of Swords and crystals in this deck, but 5 of Swords. 5s are notoriously shitty and stupid. I don't know why in the tarot. It just really talks about a difficult point where maybe there's fighting and fuckery going on. Now, with the 5 of Swords, Swords here is going to be a mental space. It's air. And so there's going to be a call here to pay attention to what we're thinking and speaking about, and are we present in here in the moment? Now, this card is about, like, look, fighting with other people about something and walking away the victor, no matter who the fuck it, fighting for the sake of fighting for the sake of just being the winner, can sometimes be an issue with this card. Also, too, with the 5 of Swords, this can also be my card of, like, is this self-determination or is this self-destruction? Question mark. And that would kind of depend on some of the other cards around it. But definitely your actions are affecting other people. Your words and your thoughts are affecting other people. You might be saying things needlessly, not thinking about what the fuck you're saying. Make sure that you're cognizant with yourself. Don't hurt other people because you don't feel like being PC or you don't feel like being nice to somebody. just consider others. Okay? So this card is like quarreling, fighting, fucking around and finding out. Usually it's self-inflicted, okay, with this one. This one's probably more my least favorite to, you know, the Five of Swords. But again, it just kind of feels like we're being held back from something, but I keep pushing for it. Is this really working, or should I be doing this, okay? Also, too, with the number 5, I'm going to reference back to the month of May, the 5th of a month, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years. With coins, this is going to be the longest. I'm looking months to years, okay? But again, with the number 5, I'm going to reference back to the month of May. Now, finally, we got the Hierophant, this major arcana card. So it also talks about this week, there's going to be a major pivot point. This is really fucking important. Also, the Hierophant stands for the number 5. What the fuck happened back in May? Around the 5th of the month? The fuck, y'all? We learned something from that point. Did we fucking not? Whatever the fuck this fight was about, whatever went down here, whatever way that we chose to act, we learned something. Because when the Hierophant shows up, this is like the counterpoint to the High Priestess. So this is the High Priest, essentially. And so this guy's incredibly intelligent, usually spiritual in nature, philosophical. He sees things. He gives great advice, great counsel. This is also the traditional card of marriage. So maybe this is our partner or somebody we're in a marriage with, or it kind of feels like a marriage. Okay? Maybe in a more negative sense. But with the Hierophant here, this is also the philosophy. What are we learning? This is also taking classes and stuff that you normally wouldn't, to get outside of the box and try something new, expand your horizons. How else are you supposed to fucking learn? What is your philosophy with this card too? And so there might be a lot of these questions floating around right now, but I think the Hierophant's kind of asking you to come in a better union with yourself and to make sure that you really know what the fuck you want. And so again, like, since May, what the fuck have we learned? Have we reached a new plateau here? You know, and maybe we're ready to do something different. All right, if we were looking for a yes or no this week, I think somebody, I think somebody here, maybe with the King of Coins, maybe here wants to come back into union with you after a difficult fight. Maybe they said something that like they can't take back now, and like maybe you're having a hard time forgetting and letting go. Here with the King of Coins, like, this guy could be harsh, no lie, okay? So sometimes the, you know, earth element here can just say it dry and blunt. They're not worried about your feelings because your feelings aren't theirs. You thought fire signs were kind of stanky. Have you met an earth sign that just didn't want to deal with you? Hey, they'll just fucking tell you, or they'll ghost your ass, okay? But here it just feels as though maybe there was a difficult fight. Maybe you said something that can't be taken back, but somebody wants union with you again. They want to talk with you, maybe find clarification or understanding. Maybe they want to educate you on why they did what they did, okay? Or maybe you want to educate them on why you did what the fuck you did. But again, with this card of the, you know, the Hierophant coming through here, what did we learn through this fight, through this difficulty, through this quarreling? What the fuck has it taught us about this relationship, about ourselves, how we are in relationship? Have you learned what your type is? You know, are you avoidant? Are you anxious? Are you just part Chihuahua? Like, what's going on? Right? So, like, again, this whole thing has kind of really spurred us into a understanding of ourselves, getting to know our story. Maybe somebody here wants to share their story about why they did what the fuck they did. Okay. I just think that's interesting. And so maybe this week would be in a positive sense of like sitting down, having that conversation, explaining both sides so that we can understand where each other is coming from. Thank you, Jesus. But I do feel like it would be initiated here by the King of Coins. It feels like to me, after a long deliberation, or maybe it's been a while, because again, it moves the slowest, since you guys have talked and you're like, this is still a thing. Do you know what I mean? But this person wants to talk about it because they've been processing it for so long and they're trying to make sense of it. So I do feel like there might be a conversation for some of you guys this week, especially with swords. Okay. Maybe your thing, should you choose to accept it, your mission is to go in there and try not to fight, or try not to be like, who's right, who's wrong, per se, depending on the situation. Okay, let's go in here and kind of look at this from a way of like, does it make sense for us to come back into union with each other? Does this even make sense? Okay, so even after all the information, everything we've learned, how we're feeling now, is being back together or being in union in some way here, is this really helpful? Whether this is friendship, family, farting, it doesn't matter, okay? Anything else around love and relationships? There might be a fight with a father figure or an important male in the family this week. Some of y'all might even have to go to a priest about it. What? Or maybe the father figure here went to a priest or religious figure about it, and maybe this priest was like, yo, you acted like a fool. You need to go back and apologize. Well, shit. I feel like that's only going to resonate for maybe one or two people. God bless, though, if you get that. Holy fuck. Although I would ask the question, why was this priest able to tell you that and you could not hear that from me? Important question. Or religious figure or teacher or mentor. How come you could hear it from them or not, and not from me? That's upsetting. Let's talk about it. Okay. Maybe for some of you guys around family this week, maybe we've been fighting over a father figure about what to do about him or for him or to support him, or there might be a money issue here. So we're trying to come into union with other people. Maybe we're looking for help and support, especially through our communities, maybe our religious communities. Maybe you're fighting with yourself back and forth to put that out there, say something, ask for support. I think that you should, especially if you guys need it. I think the people will show up for you guys, okay? So don't be afraid to say something if that's what you guys are looking for and that's what the fuck you need. Especially if this father figure has helped other people within the community, there's going to be people here wanting to help and to give back, okay? Anything else around love and relationships? I just feel like here there might be an important male here that's had a moment, a come to Jesus moment, literally, with the Hierophant. Maybe literally had a come to Jesus moment about a conversation or a fight or the way that they handled something. They either don't like the way that somebody else handled it and they're finally ready and able to talk about it, and or they see the error of their ways and that they fucked up and that they did something selfishly, or they were only thinking about themselves, or they want to explain again their reasoning for why they did what they did so they don't look like the biggest turd nugget ever. But again, this would be coming after a long period of time with the King of Coins. This guy is slower than molasses to do fucking anything, okay? What the fuck happened in May, y'all? Okay. Around work and career, some of you all might be thinking about going into the seminary. Some of you guys might be thinking about religious life. Maybe you're going back and forth. Maybe this is also following in the footsteps of a father figure, an important male within the family. So this could even be some of you guys saying yes to your gifts and abilities that were passed down. And stop fighting yourself about it. And it comes through the father's line. Interesting. I know my mediumship does. My medical intuitive, my psychic stuff comes through my mama's line. Anyways, so I would just say here to you guys, like, this week is going to be a very interesting one around love and relationships. And maybe I would say the best course of action here is to find a way to find a higher perspective on what's going on, understand ourselves and our story better so that we can share the information in a way that doesn't make it fist fighting. How can we talk in a way here that heals something, that brings us back together? Like, we don't need to fight this out. How do we do this? And take your time with this. These conversations, these situations might take a while to work through. Okay? But yeah, around work and career, we might have a boss here. Some of you guys, you might be fighting with the boss or at work around some kind of religious exemption or religious something or philosophical something. Go for it. Are you kidding me? They'll dock your pay for farting sideways. Fucking take your PTO. Take your fucking spiritual days. Don't be afraid to tell them, no, I ain't coming in on Sunday. That's my sacred day. Fuck off. No more fighting about it. Go in there and handle it. Some of you guys at work are fighting around, either fighting over a mentor to get in with a mentor, or fighting yourself about a mentor you would like to go towards. Please just go towards them. Tell them what you want to say and what you need to do. Maybe this person even helps you to communicate more clearly or understand more clearly what the fuck it is that you want. Don't fight them too. If you're going in and asking for help, don't fight them. Listen to what they have to say. Please? If you don't know and you're going in there and then you're fighting them on every single fucking thing, they're going to kick you out. They're not going to deal with you. Do you hear me? So don't be an asshole. If you're asking for help, shut the fuck up and listen to it. Okay? Okay. Whew. Some of you guys. Some of you guys don't know whether to fight a boss or to pray for him. That's funny. I say both. Why limit yourself? It's the full moon. Treat yourself, babe. Some of y'all, listen, we'll get to that. I should have said in love and relationships, some of y'all just want to fight your dad. I think you should. Okay. I think you should. There's that. Anything else around work and career? I would just say be careful at work this week. Don't fight with anybody the best of your ability. If you need something done for you personally, then handle it. But if this is other people and opinions, like, especially if they're philosophical or religious opinions, stay the fuck out of it at work. Stay the fuck. Unless their philosophical opinion is everyone must die, that's different. You're not going to get through to this person. Do you hear me? They're not going to hear you. And especially if this is a father figure or someone that's like a mentor to you at work, or they're not going to hear you. Stop trying to show them a better way. They don't want it. Okay? I mean, honestly, that's what it feels like. They just want to be mean and ugly. Let them be mean and ugly. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about that, and they'll only notice that they made a mistake when no one wants to be around them. Side note, I also feel like that might be somebody at work, so just leave them the fuck alone. You don't have to. You're not running for Jesus. Leave them alone. All right, around health and healing. Y'all, some of you guys, your father has had, or an important male within the family has had a diagnosis and he's keeping it secret. Maybe he's worried. He doesn't want you guys to be worried. This might have to do with the head area. I see a sun over the head. I think he's just trying to do it his way or control it. Maybe the money is scary to him. He doesn't want to scare people, okay? Also, too, notice if your dad wasn't religious before and he starts getting into religious stuff, like, something's off, okay? See what the fuck is up. Make sure he's okay. But for some of you guys around health and healing, there's a father figure here that, like, he's got a diagnosis and he's not telling anybody because he knows it's going to devastate everyone. So he just wants to keep the peace and keep it quiet and deal with it himself. But that's not the way we do things. And it wouldn't be coming through today unless you needed to fucking hear it. So if you guys, some of you guys got a feeling your dad's doing that, sit down and have a real conversation with him. Expect this to take a while to get the answer, okay? Something happened in May. Health and healing. Anything else here? Some of you guys need to do some lineage work, okay? And see what's going on with the father side of the family health-wise to make sure that we're not going to have the same thing, especially if you're trying to have children. Some of you guys, I'm feeling like get into that work this week. Find out. Okay, so at least we have a heads up around what to expect going forward, especially if we have children, all right? If you can and if that's possible. Anything else around health and healing? Some of y'all just need to shut the fuck up and meditate. I really mean, look at that card. Shut the fuck up and meditate, babe. Doesn't matter what religion you're a part of. Just be quiet and listen to God or the universe or your cat or your farts or the fridge or Tony Hawk. I don't Where did that name come from? All I'm saying is shut the fuck up and listen, okay? For some of you guys around your health this week, because your brain just keeps fucking with you, and maybe your safety and security needs are stopping you from seeing a possible solution here. So shut the fuck up, go into meditation, ask for help from somebody in spirit that you trust here that can help you get into a better space or help you understand what it is the fuck that you want, okay? If we're looking for a message from loved ones in spirit. Last thing I want to say around health and healing. And I know this is a weird place to put this. It probably should have been in love and relationships. But some of you guys are considering either marrying somebody that's religious and converting. And you're going back and forth about it because you're wondering, should I do this or not? That's the one that you have to answer for yourself. I cannot answer that for you. I'm sorry. But if you want to belong to the family that you're marrying into, if that's resonating, you're probably going to want to consider it. I don't know if they're going to welcome you in if you don't. And that's stupid. But it's your life. Make your choices. Okay? Just know power and control is going to be a problem. Okay? Especially from a father figure, it feels like, within that family situation. And or some of you guys have been going back and forth about returning to a religion. Maybe that's an important father figure is making that distinction. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Just to be accepted by your family, go back to church. Like, why is it not enough? Why are you not enough? Why do you have to be in an institution? Okay? Is a good question mark. Do what the fuck is best for you and your family and your dynamics. Okay? But I would strongly question, especially because you've been going back and forth about it, like, take a break, take a beat, okay? If we were looking for messages from Spirit, I would definitely feel like, okay, there's a couple father figures showing up here that I think we're very closed down and we're not open to spirituality in a maybe more new agey sense, maybe in like mediumship and spiritual sense, like recognizing something else is out there. Maybe Jesus Christ was as far as they went. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just say with the Hierophant here and the King of Stars and the Five of Coins, it's just, or Five of Swords, it just makes me feel like maybe they were very difficult to get through into in life. Maybe they were very religious and they were very controlled about what they thought and what they talked, you know what I mean? Everything was just very shut down. And I think that they're telling you that things are so much bigger. It's so much bigger. It's so much more than they ever could have imagined. And they're begging you to open up. They're begging you not to be narrow-minded, narrow point of view, only can't look past the end of your nose. Stop that shit, I think is what they're saying to you. Do not repeat the same mistake. I was a fool. I was a fool. I did not know what I was talking about. I'm telling you, y'all, there is a very important male here that is saying this, and he is heartbroken about it because I think it destroyed some of his relationships with his loved ones. He pushed away family. He pushed away people he loved. He made somebody eat spinach? What the fuck did I just hear? Okay, side note. There's something here about vegetables. I don't fucking know. Anyways, maybe you called a Popeye? I don't fucking know. Anyways. It just feels as though here, maybe he was saying he didn't have any strength besides that of the church, or he thought he didn't have any strength besides that, okay? But spinach was strength and Popeye, do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I think it's just saying to you guys that, like, please don't repeat that same mistake. Open up your mind, have experiences here, talk to people, learn, get outside of the box. Don't box yourself and other people in. Don't repeat the same issue as me, okay? Bring the family back together. Oof. For some of you guys, maybe another message from Spirit here. That's more people showing up. I think that they would just ask you, I just feel like for most part, Spirit's trying to say to you, open up your mind. Don't be so stubborn. Open up your mind. Open up your heart. Don't push people away because you guys see or feel things differently. Don't do the same as me. Having different people around you helps your perspective, helps you thrive. I like that. Guys, for anything else this week, take good care of yourself. Meditate. Be more stable in yourself. Stop fighting with yourself about something that is important to you here. Go find more information. Educate yourself. Come into better union with yourself. No more being stubborn for stubborn's sake. Take care of yourself and really listen to what's important to you. And I feel like for some of you guys, there might be some kind of enlightenment going on here, or some kind of a spiritual awakening. And again, this may have been from like a fight with an important figure within our family, masculine, male, maybe a father, maybe an ex, maybe a brother, maybe an uncle, doesn't really fucking matter. Something here is kind of spurring you into a spiritual awakening. So quit fighting it, say yes to it. And after everything that has happened, what the fuck have you learned about yourself? Okay? You guys got this. All right, middle fingers for no, caw for yes, and what the fuck happened in May? All right, let me know. How the fuck was it? I love you guys. If you guys need anything, you know where the fuck to find me, okay? I'll see you guys out there. Thank you for the joy. Thank you for the honor, and thank you most importantly for trusting me. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.